right.
Hey, it's a car from jewelry store.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. So ballers, where the balls be at? In the territory or what's good?
Actually, just so Alan from NBC and Peanut, they
What are you
put, like,
guys
3
even
of them
arguing
down, or
about
there's, like,
anymore,
1 left or
boys?
some shit. I went and helped them. Oh, there was 2 up, I think, and then 2 of them.
Yeah, we were just chilling last night, driving around.
You know what the
we going
best
to
option
Benny's
is, chat?
and some people
To not
dressed
give a
up,
fuck so much and
all
just
black,
enjoy
was like,
what happens, dude. That's what you need to do. Arguing over role play is fucking cringe, all right? Just imagine going to school or work and telling your colleagues what you do with your life. Just imagine how cringe that would be, dude, having to explain that to somebody. You argue over a role play server.
CG.
Yeah, and Peanut said, "Well, what if I was?"
Yeah,
And
what
he
if I
like,
was?
"I'd clap you."
I'd clap you, and then he's like, "Oh, is that right?" And then we just put our blicky out and started blasting these bitches.
That's what I'm fucking
that's what I
talking about.
heard.
That's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
fuck those
That's
pussies,
what
bro.
I'm talking about,
What
bruh.
the fuck are you talking about? RPing is cringe. I mean, to be honest, dude.
Real quick.
The first time I saw roleplay was watching Lyric, and I was like, bro, this is funny because he's just like memeing around and shit. Then I went into servers to roleplay on Armor, and it was actually cringe, dude. I was cringing while I was doing it. So I went in there and we just started buying guns and RDMing people, and then we talked to the admin, and he was like actually just like chilling and talking, you know, just a normal person. That's why I actually started roleplaying after that. We actually gave it a shot. It was actually really fun, dude. Because there's something about it's not so much the role play. It's I think what draws most people in is the well, you know, Armor Days was more like the loss and the gains and shit like that. You know what I mean? You could go do a run for like $50,000 and just get robbed while doing it. It just makes everything a lot more I don't know. It just feels more fun or some shit like that.
No.
Oh shit!
Okay.
Hey, you ready?
Ready.
Yeah.
The person who makes it
Hey, bye-bye. Give
has
me
no
cuddles.
need
Love
for
you.
it. The
Love you.
person who buys it
Cuddles, be
has
cuddles?
no use for it.
Bye.
The person who
Oh,
uses
big
it can neither see
cuddles.
it or
Thank
feel
you.
it. What is it?
Hey, bye, chat.
It's like a lot of work.
Bye,
God
chat.
damn.
Love you.
What?
You said too much. I ain't gonna lie.
A
It's
call.
air.
How did you get a coffin? Be honest.
No, I'm good.
I mean,
What,
Wait, how
man?
do I get there? Yeah, what
Do
the
you know
fuck?
some guy named Matt,
How the fuck
bro?
you get a coffin?
do you know
I
Matt?
said
Yeah.
air.
I mean, that
Hey, he said it.
that
He
riddle
said
is
it.
pretty.
said it.
That riddle's pretty common.
Coffin. Yep.
But
Yeah, I
really,
got.
really,
I totally understand how you guys
Guys,
fucking
I
find
thought of it
RP
on my
cringe
own,
and shit,
man. What
but
the
once you
fuck?
get into it, it's
Can
actually
I
fun,
ask you
dude.
real quick?
What, you want to talk to me, bro?
What's the big deal, man?
Did,
Yeah, guys.
did you get my email?
Yeah, bro. There's nothing in
Do you
there,
want-
bro.
Yeah, I know, Jam. Do you want me to change the code to something else?
Yeah,
It's just like
fuck
the
it,
basic.
bro. I don't even care, bro.
Just want, yeah. I mean, the cops don't have the current code, so it's just what I sent you.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Ain't nothing in here, bro. I can change it later.
Yeah, no problem. I just want to let you know.
Bro, before you
Have a
go,
good day, man. Yeah,
I got a kink for supervillains. Can I suck you off?
of course.
Oh, thanks. Come Route 32 tonight, 7 p.m. Big orgy. Bro, I was like 20 when I went in that on top of the Mega Mall with you, bro. I was ready to clap no matter what, bro.
Yeah,
That's how I
I
get
am
down.
very excited for this
Damn.
event, this orgy tonight.
That's how I get down with the
Okay,
homies, bro.
what's
What the
your
fuck was
state
y'all
ID?
doing back there? What the hell?
1673.
I'm just talking about sucking him off. Nothing crazy.
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah. All right. Calm down, okay, Francis. You can catch a disease.
Maybe. What if one of those diseases killed the other diseases I have from sucking dick? Could work.
That's true. That's true. You
Wait,
could cure diabetes.
In it?
But just putting one across the board.
Oh, fuck it. All right. I'm done with that.
Hey, you gain 20% off, so.
Fuck it. Yeah, it was pretty cheap. I'm gonna just pee it over here.
Get up here. Permas from STDs. He's got so many fucking genital warts and herpes in his throat that he suffocates. That's how Francis dies.
I miss that Glorion.
I miss old Glorion. Glorion, you're
Is that
back.
you, Glorion?
Love you. Oh my god, it is.
It might be it.
It's really
Say
him.
something else, Glorion.
Love you. Love you.
It is him.
It is. Love you.
Oh god.
Dude, why hasn't anyone dressed up as Otto today? That's weird.
It's me, Glorion.
Why hasn't anyone dressed up as Otto today? That's weird.
Glorion, how are you? It's me, Glorion. Oh, okay.
But yeah, I think that's a meeting we need to have with gang members either way is try and work out a cooldown system for death in general. Not just for gangs, just if you get shot. I mean, even if you're a cop, I feel like there should be some worry about what you're doing. So imagine a cop, you know, if he's shot down, he can't do certain things afterwards, sort of thing. So everybody has that, like, I don't want to actually get shot feeling, but it's not so bad that it lasts like all day.
Yes.
Yes.
Love you.
Love you.
It's me, Glorion.
No point having it if CG doesn't show. Why are you such a fucking hated potato, kid? You think we haven't changed the server if CG doesn't show up? Why are you guys so fucking, you know, stuck up on just hating a certain group?
Any plans?
It's unbelievable.
It's me, Glorion.
Yeah. I know that. Any plans?
Yes.
What are those plans?
Love you.
You love me?
Walking around injured, yeah, maybe you can't run as fast. Just like, you know, it could be anything. It could be something drastic, something not so drastic. Just depends what people would agree to.
This is the best day of my life.
But yeah, like you can't blame CG
Wow.
for what happens because they're not really breaking rules. They're just better at what they do. It's just that simple. And it's a lot easier to hate somebody
I'm a
because they're
shooter.
shitting on your streamer than it is to look at the actual issue, which is the rules and how the server works.
Bro, if you're gonna hit me, at least wait till I bend over. Don't fuck me like that. At least wait till I'm bent over, bro.
Sorry, bro. Jeez.
Although Glorion did win. I think didn't he win the paint?
But yeah, I think the best solution is always like mechanically altering it. I think that way we don't have to worry about fucking enforcing anything. It's literally just like that happened to you. You got to deal with it. That's simple.
Oh, there's an ambulance. I'm gonna go and check on this ambulance.
Okay.
I think 24 hours is way too severe.
Love you.
I think just a character punishment for going down is even if it's like a monetary thing, like if you get downed, you lose 10k or 5k in your bank account or something like that. It doesn't necessarily have to be like a because you got to think how cops would cops would suffer the most from something like that. You know what I mean? So it could be anything really.
Love you.
Love you.
Just something to make you think, shit, I don't want to die instead of,
I'm a shooter.
you know.
Oh, it's me, Curtis.
Because you gotta understand us as role players, chat. If we die 100 times, it's hard to roleplay the same fucking thing over and over again.
Caffeine in the system.
But if you have a genuine fear of losing something or, you know,
you
not
need
being able to
caffeine?
do something for a while, it's naturally there always because of the mechanic.
Whoa.
Yeah, we considered doing overall health is lowered and shit like that. But that doesn't prevent you from wanting to go in and
another
start
one.
shooting more. But what it
no.
does do is make you think, oh shit, I don't want to go do a bank and shit like that. So
Me and
it
Francis
might be too
and,
drastic.
Libby and
But I mean, it's worth a discussion.
Randy, we went to the vault with a plane.
Plane.
A fucking plane, man. We
That'll work
drove
out.
out of there with a plane.
Yeah, pretty genius, bro. Genius shit, bro.
Yeah.
How'd it go?
Francie thought of a plan. It went well. It was pretty simple, man. They didn't
guys
bring
blew
out
up?
like air 2 or anything. They just took on one plane, one heli. We were thinking like they were gonna have 2
Jail
helis.
time. I think jail
it
time
was
is a
gonna be nutty.
deterrent
They only took out,
for.
like, one heli.
I mean, I think jail time's pretty good at the moment. How it
We
is in all honesty.
landed underneath- you know the
It's a good enough punishment, but it's not about jail time. It's about
the
crim versus
highway
crim as well.
behind the apartments.
Because a lot of the time there isn't jail time,
Yeah.
which
Well,
pretty
there's,
much
like,
creates
like,
this
lower part, right, by
it
the
creates this
construction
world
site,
where we're all immortal.
where
We
you,
can all
like,
shoot.
You know, like people like to jump the construction site
and there's
then
no
go to the lower part of
problem
the
in
highway or
doing that.
whatever.
Yeah.
Well,
like I
basically, we
said,
landed the plane
earlier,
down there, and Flippy picked it.
You've got to
just,
understand that,
like,
like, when
went
you
the other
create
way.
a
Yeah, he's good to work.
Yeah.
let me mute for a second. You've got to understand when you create a world like this, you sort of need to make the world work how you want, or over like it's happened over 8 months or 9 months, whatever it's been. It slowly deteriorates into whatever is a mid-max type thing, because it does become like an actual game to people that do this for 9 months straight. To an extent, like, don't get me wrong. I mean, it happens everywhere though. You've got to remember, all your favorite role players were spamming banks when it was possible. It wasn't just CG. You know, anybody that could get into banks was doing it. They weren't really thinking out any crazy plans. It was just like banks to do the bank shit, and it's good content. Don't get, like, I'm not saying you know, it's bad. I'm just saying there needs to, like, as soon as we change the mechanical limits of how it worked and how often it happens, it's still somewhat good to watch. But it's not destroying the fucking, you know, the server at the same time. So that's all we need to do. We just need to make the world work in a way that makes sense, and then people have to do that. So and I'm still, you know, everybody said when you play criminal, you will see how overpowered the cops are, and like I said, it's intended that the cops are overpowered. That is the balance we want. So when we say we want the world to be balanced, we're not talking about a 5v5 CSGO match. We're trying to make a world that somehow correlates to every other world in movies or whatever. You know what I mean? Police are always something that is or TV shows, whatever. Police is always something that is, you know, powerful. That's how a world like this, you know, has to function, in my opinion. That's why it's like it, dude. I don't think they need to be hated. that's definitely some fucking Karen shit, but they do need to be feared, I think, to an extent. But, you know, everybody says the police are something to be feared right now, bro. Trust me, if you guys had to watch SOE or TFRP,
So.
Oh my god, hello.
you guys would have fucking, like, lost your shit. You wouldn't have keyboards left. Your monitors would have holes in them. Your walls would have headbutt holes. You would not be able to comprehend that shit.
Well, I need to borrow some money.
Even Shift 3 is nothing like
Keep
that.
asking you that so I can eventually get money.
What's up, bro? Can I borrow some money?
Do it for Dad.
I
Right
got
back,
$1,000.
I'll take 500.
About 50,000.
I only got 1,000 on me.
I'll take
I
20,000.
got $1,000,
don't have-
guys.
Jesus fucking
Can I
Christ.
suck someone's dick for $1,000, please?
Please, man, let me suck your dick for $1,000.
No.
I don't think you gotta, dude. How you guys think Eli was the worst on SOE? You gotta understand how bad the other admins were there. He was like one of the better ones out of them. The only reason he got seen so much is because his character was like actually somewhat fucking scary and you know, content oriented. Whereas all the other police were like fucking, you know, mouth breathing fucking 70 IQ people. That's what the difference was, I think. So Eli got the most hate, but I don't think he was actually the worst there. You've also got to understand, like, that was their server and how they run it. You can't say you're doing it wrong when it's their server. It's not how the world works, dude. Don't play with that ball the way you're playing with that ball. Do it the way my streamer says, by the way. But yeah, some of the things people got banned on for that were fucking cringe as fuck. But the thing is with Eli, and what made it better in my opinion, is once he was tied in with the streamers and shit, he had more understanding of what the content was and would talk to people before they even got banned or, you know, something happened. Because there was you know, I remember the first time he ran into me, he fucking hated my Francis voice. He was fucking like you know, saying, where the fuck are you from, and all this, you know, all this sort of shit. But you got to understand, like, I am playing in a world that was meant to be immersive, so him saying that is understandable. You know what I mean? But some of the other admins, dude, they were just fucking, they were wild. Like in comparison, they would like fucking ban you, not even talk to you. You try and DM them, or you try and rationalize with them, and they just tell you to eat a fucking bag of dicks, and literally just ban you on the spot. It was insane, dude. And people came in here the other day like, oh, did you hear SOE is shutting down? I'm like, bro, I'm surprised it fucking lasted that long. Honestly, if you can't keep a GTA server with over like 50 players in it, it says a lot about you, not not about the community. You are the problem. That's what it is. You are the fucking problem. It just took that long for it to fucking, you know, fizzle out, I guess. Surprise not permanent on Nopixel 2? Well, that was just us though, to be honest. We went in there like role-playing fucking crackheads, basically. But at least he was willing to somehow talk to us compared to the other ones. I'm not saying like I agree with that adminning side of things. I'm just saying like everybody who gave him flack, trust me, he was not the worst. Some of the clips, what was that guy that used to do the priest shit with the yellow Lego hat? Was that him? I'm glad I'm muted right now. I can't remember his name, but he got fucking like straight up. He tried to yeah, it was the Mario, right? He tried to like explain to him what was happening, and the guy just like fucking absolutely raged at him. It wasn't, no, I'm thinking of Bullet Khan, but it wasn't him. It was Don Mario. You're right. But yeah, dude, it was fucking absolutely fucking disgusting back in those days, dude. And that's the irony of it. He was actually, I think, one of the more lenient guys, and that's why they broke off the TFRP. It loosened up quite a bit, you know. People were doing robberies pretty often, all that sort of shit. But I think a lot of those guys being new to streaming and new to stream hoppers is what I think tore apart that community more than anything else, to be honest. Well, then again, there was a lot of lying and bullshit from some of the admins, but yeah, I can just imagine. So in the Armor days, right, chat, I had like 1,000 or 2,000 viewers. That was like 5 years ago or some shit. And back then, when people would hop, it was pretty bad, dude. Like it got pretty toxic then. And I can only imagine if I had like 7K viewers or 10K viewers, how much worse it would have been if that was like my first intro into streaming. Like I don't know what would have happened, dude, but I probably would have lost my shit as well. But luckily, you know, there's been a lot of ups and downs since, so we've learned to somehow deal with the shit. Stop or die was a thing. I mean, that's what gang fighting is right now, though. I think it's still the same sort of RP. It's just, that's what I'm saying. It happens. Stop or die RP happens. Just in this server, just the same, really. But the difference is there's not as many warlord gang criminals. Yeah, exactly. So that's why I'm saying we need to talk to these guys and try and work out a system that works a little better. At the end of the day, I think if you're flagged in a war, I don't expect there to be little talk. If somebody jumps out of the car with a fucking gun, you already know what's happening. You know, that in my opinion is initiation to shoot. If someone's fucking threatening you with a weapon in a war, you know, it's whatever. But the problem is that it happens like 24/7. You know, we can go shoot people 5 times every 20 minutes, and that's what creates the old armor bullshit rather than, you know, one war here or there or whatever. But yeah, dude, fucking Paul got absolutely raged at by Eli. The thing that was also the thing with Eli. It was half in character half the time, because he'd be saying like, you know, he'd use abbreviations for Oscar Charlie, or what was the something Nora B? What's the B boy Nora for well, boy Adam Nora for bands. That's what it was, and shit like that. So it was very, it was a lot different.